Hi there, it's Lindsey here. Today we're going to be going through my whole house and cleaning up a lot of things, especially some areas that have been neglected for a little while. But I'm starting out in the bedroom. I don't know if you'll remember, but several months back I made wall pockets for me and Ollie to just kind of keep our books or notebooks in, and I hung his up on his bed kind of closer to his head, and he's been knocking it off, so I wanted to get that moved for him. I'm just using a little hack that I saw, which is putting a piece of tape on the back of it and marking where the screws should go. I'll then put this piece of tape on the wall and it will mark where I need to put the screws. So it's just a super simple thing to do. It really worked out well, and I'll be using this hack again, especially for things that need more than one screw to hang it. Next, I'm just making up the kids' beds. They've really enjoyed these IKEA duvets and duvet covers. They're not too hot and not too cold, and they don't need more than one blanket, really. Like, they used to have like 3 blankets on their bed, and they don't really require that anymore. They just have the one. But I think I'm gonna install some little ties in the corners. Like, our duvet cover and our duvet have ties, so we can, like, they have loops on the duvet and then ties on the cover so that the corners stay in place, and the IKEA ones don't have that. So I think I'm going to put something like that in place, because the insert does kind of get ruffled around in there and ends up getting bunched up a bit. But I think once we do that, they'll be just perfect.
I'm feeling way too low to start this night, but I wanna get to your bash. Last night you tried to make me angry, yeah, but this time I get you mad. Oh, don't need apologies enough for this. I'm burning for you. Can't get enough of the week.
And just as I was vacuuming my furry fan, my vacuum cleaner ran out of battery. I think it was on the max speed instead of the regular, and it just went out really fast. But so disappointing. We'll get back to that in just a little bit, but I decided to move on and clean up my surfaces. My window unit gets cleaned regularly, and it still gets super dirty, messy. We got lots of dogs and kids coming in and out of here, and there's a lot of dirt and dust floating around. So it definitely needed some help. I'll be glad when we just have one big unit in the new house. I can't wait till that happens. But right now I'm thankful for these because they keep us cool and they do their job. They definitely do their job, but I feel like window units keep it a little dustier in the house, and the air is probably not as clean. And I do add some essential oils onto a little cotton pad. It just makes it smell really good, kind of freshens up the air a little bit. My favorite combination is lavender and tea tree oil. now you see the shenanigans that go on while I'm cleaning. The dogs are always fighting on the bed usually after I've made it. So now that the vacuum cleaner battery is all good, I'm just going to go ahead and vacuum that fan up really well. This is just the easiest way for me to do it. It kind of keeps everything from falling on the ground. So if you haven't used a vacuum cleaner on your fan, it's a good way, good fast way to do it. You would think Ruby and Cody are puppies, but they're not. But they still play like puppies. I told them to lay down or get out, so they both chose to be good and lay down.
I know you're strong to get yourself together. Things still get better if you just believe it. Yeah, it's getting cold, the waves are crashing in. When the streams are getting strong, just hold on to me. Yeah, I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be guiding light. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. Oh, 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 I'll be your guiding light. Oh, 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 I'll be your guiding light. Oh, oh, oh.
Since we're in the bathroom, I guess I'll give you a cat update. It's been weeks now, and she has not had any accidents in the bathtub or the sink. So my thought is that she did not like the cat cabinet suddenly or something. Ollie has been cleaning out her litter box. That's on his task list to do every single day. So he's been doing that every day and keeping it nice and clean for her, and she's had 0 accidents. And we've slowly trained her. At first we had the litter box in the bathtub just to kind of get her used to going in the litter box again. And then we moved it outside of the bathtub open, and now it is fully covered outside of the bathtub, and she's still using it. So we're where we want to be, where the cat's using the litter box. Yeah, I do have a litter box in my bathroom, which takes up a little bit of space, but it's worth that for her to not go where she's not supposed to go. So just a cat update for you. Things are going much, much better.
Kinda simple, kinda wishful about things, and you're kinda simple, but like a pistol you fire. Sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about the drunk nights, bragging in the glory. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself, and the way of how you dwell, I get it. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself, and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself. And the way of how you dwell, look at it, don't you get it? Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not.
I have been using the Kroger store brand Simple Truth toilet bowl cleaner, and I don't love it. I think I'm gonna have to go back to the method, even though it says anti-bac. A lot of you use like bleach and things even though you have a septic, and I didn't think you were supposed to do that because there's like natural bacterias in your septic tank kind of eating down the nasty stuff. I don't know. That's just kind of what I thought, but yeah, I may have to go back to the method anti-bac because it's the only thing that actually cleans my toilets. I have not asked them what's in it yet that makes it anti-bac, but that toilet bowl cleaner for some reason is the only one that does the job. When we went to IKEA, we got two different toilet bowl brushes. We got a black one for the toilet and a white one so I could clean out the bathtub without like leaning over the bathtub because I can't really do that anymore. So I just got a toilet bowl brush and I'm going to use that, and I got two different colors so I don't accidentally use the wrong one on the toilet and the bathtub. That was Jay's idea, by the way. It's a good idea.
Hold up just a minute. Been looking for some help just to find myself. Yeah. Been losing my focus like 1,000 times before. Can't take this.
Finally making our way to the living room. It has been a little bit neglected. The shelves that I have cleaned still look good, but I haven't gotten to the other side, and I'm not getting to them in this video. I kind of took a break from the cleaning and decluttering in this video just to kind of give everything a good once over. But our living room is very well loved and lived in. It's my office and the kids' schoolroom and their playroom and their bedroom sometimes when they want to sleep in here. So, you know, it serves a whole lot of purposes, even a guest room when my mom comes to stay. So it does get messy quite often, and I think that the best way to combat that is really to have a little bit less stuff in here, so I'm working on that.
Out driving every mile, and now if I rewind, it's all been a waste of time. It's all been a waste of time. How could somebody be with someone else if you can't be by yourself? Yeah. I got my problems. Lately I've been fading out, holding out, waiting just for somebody to love and to surround me and to handle my emotion. I was out waiting for something, and if I close my eyes, it's all been a waste of time. I was out driving every mile, and now if I rewind, it's all been a waste of time. It's all been a waste of time. Waste of time. Waste of time. Waste of time. I was out waiting for something, and if I close my eyes, it's all been a waste of time. I was out waiting for something, and if I close my eyes, it's all been a waste of time. I was out driving every mile, and now if I rewind, it's all been a waste of time. It's all been a waste of time.
couch, I went ahead and took the covers off, and I'll put those in the wash shortly. I've been having to wash those usually every week, maybe a week and a half or so, but I try to kind of wash them weekly because they've been very dusty, and it's been raining on and off, so sometimes they get muddy, and it's just nice to kind of have those washed, and I can get them washed and put back on the same day. So make sure it's not a rainy day, and then we'll wash them.
Or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy.
Yeah, I had a hard time getting back out of that chair, but we still love our little rocker. I'm just wiping it off here and then putting my blanket back on the back of it. That's just kind of how I like to do it. I think it brightens up the chair a little bit, and the yellow pillow ties in with the couch pillow.
Maybe I'm just too weak. Maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, 'cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Stay till the morning light. Or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Thinking about the way that you know me. No one ever cared like you care for me. You're such a bright star in the dark space. Babe, it never worked out with the others. All we ever did was fight, and at one point I would never thought that I would meet someone like you. This time it's all different. You got every little string on me.
We are still loving our little shoe cabinet that we got from IKEA. I think when we move, I'm going to get 2 of these. That way everybody can have their own drawer. Right now, Jason and I share a drawer, and then the kids share a drawer. Theirs is a little bit messier, which, that's fine. I just ain't got time to organize that. Maybe some other time. But I think it would just be nice to have everybody have their own drawers, because Ollie really likes his things to be nice and neat, and Audrey just kind of throws them in there. So that might be something we can do. I know that you can get them and put them side by side, and they can look really nice. So we may end up doing something like that. And the dirt on the side of this thing, I just noticed, and it's driving me nuts. So I just quickly cleaned that off, and then ended up cleaning up that, and then the top of our little key holder, and just anywhere that I found some dust and dirt that I didn't see before.
Friend, you got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like my.
Now I'm pulling out all of our clean clothes. I did end up doing that laundry later on, but I didn't even film it. So I'm just pulling out the clean clothes and then adding in all of our couch covers to it so we can get those nice and clean. We still love our washer dryer combo. We've been using it non-stop for the last 4 years or so, and we've talked about it, and I think we've decided that when we move, we're just gonna get a second one. Instead of getting a separate washer and dryer, we're gonna get another washer dryer combo, and then we're gonna have 2 of them so we can start multiple loads at one time. The bigger our family is gonna get, the more likely we'll have to do more than 1 load a day, which you can easily do 2 loads a day in it. It's just you have to kind of constantly have laundry going. The area over by the door has been somewhere that I've neglected for quite some time. This is where our wood stove is, and things kind of collect and pile up, and so does the dirt and the dust. So I took a little bit of time today just to kind of get it all straightened out.
I could lie wide awake and leave my head up in space. Countless nights and days when you are far away, and I know that it's hard, but stay with me tonight. 'Cause when you fall apart, you know I will be around in sunlight or in the night. I'll make it worth your while. We won't hide in the crowd. Just stay with me and I'll make it worth your while. Make it worth your while.
I did end up vacuuming the air stone behind the stove because I saw some dust and dirt and just some little cobwebs and things that I didn't notice before. So I just took a little time to do that, and I'm really glad I did. I've kind of been working on vacuuming all of our walls because our walls are textured. They're plywood faux shiplap that we did ourselves with sheets of plywood, so they kind of are more textured and hold on to dust and dirt a little bit more. So I've been slowly vacuuming all the walls, trying to just get it nice and clean before baby comes.
In sunlight or in the night, I'll make it worth your while. We won't hide in the crowd. Just stay with me and I'll make it worth your while. Make it worth your while. In sunlight With you I feel like breaking rules, on the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue, on the edge, cleaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave.
I had a little bit of decor left over from my baby shower sitting up here, so I quickly made good work and took care of that. But we are officially 32 weeks. And the reason I've kind of been decluttering and doing a lot of that stuff, getting ready for the baby now, is because I know myself and I usually hit a wall usually around the 37 week mark, and it's like I can't do anything else. Maybe I won't do that this time. I mean, that would be really nice. I just know that the last 2 times we were doing major construction, and especially with Audrey, I was sitting there just painting a wall. Like, painting's not that big of a deal, but I was just like, I had a mental breakdown while I was painting the wall. I was like, I can't do anything, because if you know me or if you've been around a while, you know that I like to stay busy and I like to do projects, and when I can't physically do them, it irritates me. So I just don't want to get to that point to not really wanting to do anything and then not being able to do the things that I need to do. So I've been just trying to slowly take care of little areas that have clutter and do things week by week. That way I don't get overwhelmed and have a whole bunch to do the last month or so of this pregnancy.
Why don't we talk about this?
The little jar lids that you see everywhere are actually ant traps that I made. I've never had ants in this house in the 4 years that we've been here. But after they did pad for the house over there, after they did that, we had like a swarm of ants come in the house, and we have never had that before. At our old house in Little Rock, we used to have ants sometimes, especially during the summertime. I think it was really the leaves in the gutter systems and things like that would bring them in. But I made these ant traps, and they've worked wonderfully in this house too. But I just mix borax and jelly with a little bit of water and fill up it can be a jelly cap, it can be a jar lid, it can be whatever you have, but you fill it up to the brim, and the ants will eat it and take it back to their nest, and it like dries out their bodies and the whole nest and everything, so you don't have ants anymore. And it's always worked like a charm for me, and it did this time as well. So I thought I would share that with you. But it's just borax, jelly, and just a little bit of water to make it a little bit more liquid. And I kind of refresh those every 2 or 3 days, kind of as needed, until they go away. Speaking of the house pad, I know that you guys like updates, and I didn't give one last week, so I'm going to give a quick update this week. And it's just what I had last week, which is nothing. I contacted the builder, and all I got was "you're next," but he couldn't tell me an exact date that anybody would be out here. He couldn't tell me like how long that was going to be, and I've texted him this week and I haven't gotten a response, so I guess I'm gonna have to give him a phone call. So yay for more time on the phone and nothing really getting done. So that's my update on the house for this week, is that we're next. They're finishing up something in southern Arkansas, and then we should be next on the list for them to actually bring in all the materials and build the building. But this was supposed to be done back in May, and here it is September. So this mama's getting frustrated, but we will have a house at some point.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spreading in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow.
irritating the mess out of Jason about his little office space on the table, and I think that he's finally gonna let me take a crack at kind of organizing it and just make it look more like a cohesive space for him. I think he'll like it once it's done, but just the way that it looks right now is just a bunch of stuff stuffed over there, and it drives me absolutely crazy. That and also everything that's on top of my refrigerator drives me nuts. So those are some things that are going on the list to take care of. Hopefully we'll be able to get that done this weekend. I'm gonna need to buy a piece of plywood for my ideas, and I needed a piece of plywood anyway for my closet so I can add a shelf in there. So I think that I can get both of those projects done kind of over the weekend with his help, especially since we have a long weekend this weekend. So happy Labor Day to ya. Happy Labor Day weekend. I hope you have a good one. It's gonna be hot here, but I hope that we can get some little projects done inside.
I'm feeling way too low to start this night, but I wanna get to your bash. Last night you tried to make me angry, yeah, but this time I get you mad. Oh, don't need apologies enough for this. I'm burning for you. Can't get enough of the weekend. I wanna seize the night like I can't let go. Can't get enough of the weekend. Don't wanna ever get lost to the sun. Oh no, we can't get enough of the weekend. We wanna seize the night like we can't let go. Can't get enough of the weekend. Don't wanna ever get lost to the sun. Oh no. Sometimes I wonder how I managed to get so lost in your eyes. It's like you're made of something pure that I'm not, but I'm so glad you are with me. Oh, don't need apologies enough for this. I'm burning for you. Can't get enough.
I finally have a nice clean kitchen. You'll notice that there's still some dishes in my sink. That's because I purchased a really nice dishwasher, and I like it to do the dishwashing for me. So I don't like to hand wash any of my dishes anymore. I did that for years, and it's not my favorite thing to do. But it always feels nice when the house is nice and clean and you can come home to that. Usually it doesn't stay this way for long. You know, 4 people living in 600 square feet kind of gets messy quickly. But for now, we have a very nice clean house.
Lighter than the sunlight. You're lighter than the sunlight. Lighter than the sun. You're lighter than the sunlight. Can't get enough of the weekend.
Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that this gave you a little bit of motivation to tackle your spaces. Maybe you'll tackle some spaces that you've neglected over this long weekend. I can't wait to chat with you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.